Ladies and gentlemen, greetings. Azelrix here for Casual Discussion, the show where we talk and try to have fun. I don't know if you've noticed, but a few days ago it was Christmas, and because of what more or less intentionally became a Spider-Man theme month on the channel, I totally forgot to wish you a Merry Christmas. So first of all, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holiday, whatever. But this holiday season, I was lucky enough to be part of a big art collaboration on Instagram. And I decided to give credit to my fellow artists by doing an explanatory video about this project. So for those who don't know, I have a personal Instagram where I post my best drawings. Instagram that is always linked in the description beneath all of my videos. So don't forget to check that out, and while you're there you can subscribe, activate the bell, smash that like button. You know, that's just ergonomic workflow. So now you are invited to wander with me in the world of numeric art. I will introduce to you most of my fellow artists who wanted to be featured in the explanatory video, and all their Instagram are linked in the description. So without further ado, let's start with my piece. Hi, I'm Azelrix. I'm a young Canadian artist. If you've been following me on Instagram, you might have noticed that the joy of Christmas is not part of my workflow or my general life. I hate happiness. So I wanted to integrate these themes into my piece. This is my Warlock Santa Claus. For this process, I used dark and cold colors to contrast with my Santa Claus red outfit. I also wanted this piece to feel real, so I prioritized texture over form, giving my character a true sense of depth and somewhat realism. As realistic as a dark wizard Santa Claus can be, at least. But in the world of less esoteric, more realistic, and by contrast, more abstract, it is time to wander in the universe of Shaun Williams. Williams is an artist from the US who uses a technique called acrylic pouring. Simplified, it is pouring the acrylic paint directly on the piece, letting the laws of physics work for you. That's right, she doesn't use any brush or pencils. This gives the final piece a truly unique and eclectic sense. And for this collaboration, Williams has given her 100%. Her piece is called Clock and Painting, prioritizing color over form, a bit like the movement of Fauvism, which originated from France and was all about color over shape, generally practiced by pouring paint straight from the tube rather than using a brush. But her piece is also abstract, where you don't recognize a specific element as something you could encounter in real life. Most or even all the elements of the piece are indeed impossible to identify. Finally, the fact that this painting was realized over a clock gives the figurative aspect to the painting and also create a feeling of depth. A simple piece that means a lot. But Williams is far from being the only one using these types of techniques. Let me introduce you to Derrick R. Kearny. Kearny is an artist set in the US, and he defines his work as a movement of fluid abstraction. An art that once again uses acrylic pouring. And just like Williams, he mixed the painting with some fluids to allow them to mix directly on the canvas. Or not mix, depending on the effect he wants to produce. This is Derrick's 12 Months of Summer. This painting has three main strengths. First of all, its texture, that gives the impression the painting is the merging of both liquid and solid matter. Then there is the color palette that is between indigo and green, something that gives a very earthly vibe to the painting, as those are the colors of our planet. By the way, am I the only one seeing turtle skin right here? And finally, the movement created by the painting, something reinforced once again by the colors. What I mean is, obviously from a physical standpoint, gravity makes water fall downhill. But the fact that the colors of water are at the bottom of the painting and the color of earth are at the top of it gives the feeling that this painting is a waterfall falling uphill. Derrick, congratulations buddy, you managed to cleverly destroy the laws of physics. Such a level of chaoticness deserves to be saluted. As if this was not enough, Derrick's specialty is blacklight UV painting. Most of his pieces are realized with normal paint, but also UV paint. So if you look at his work with blacklights on, it gives a totally different piece, which is a very interesting concept. Now from the abstraction, we fall in the world of figuration and character design with Angela Gibson. Angela is once again set in the US, and just like me, she is a numeric artist, which means she uses software and ones and zeros to create her art. And since she was working the day of Christmas, that inspired Angela's smoke break. This painting was fueled with a feeling of frustration, thus the cigarette, and she is really inspired by the world of manga and Japanese art. Something we can very well see on her piece. Am I the only one getting a Cowboy Bebop vibe here? To me, the most interesting element about her work is her mixture of two movement and current. In the first time, she is obviously inspired by the world of mangas and animes, but she manages to mix it with what seems to be pop art influence. Pop art is a movement that emerged in the 50s in the UK and US. It is a mixture of fine art and pop culture, a movement that I personally really enjoy. We can see this influence in her artwork, in the design of her character, also her very subtle texture work, and most importantly in the shadows of her painting. Mostly made of patterned line. Patterns are very often used in pop art. An artist always puts a little piece of themselves in their work, and Angela, congratulations, you managed to perfectly merge those two styles you love to prove your efficiency at understanding and mastering those currents. Finally, last but not least, let's not forget the woman who made this collaboration possible. This is the amazing work of TJ Pastel. TJ is set, surprise surprise, in the US, but she's also the person who gathered artists from all across the internet to bring us together in this wonderful collaboration. Without further ado, this is TJ's Angel of Christmas. Just like Angela, we can see a bit of Japanese manga influence in this piece. She said it herself, she likes demons and angels, so she's been drawing a lot of them. In my opinion, the main strength of this piece is the color palette, where all the desaturated color really put a spotlight on the bright red of the character. Plus, the neutral background acts as an active void, which means that per se there isn't that much if at all information on it, but it helps put emphasis on the main subjects. It's not easy making efficient light effect when we draw with ink, but TJ has managed to grow past that to bring a truly wonderful Christmas angel. So guys, this is it. Obviously there were more artists in this collaboration and all their Instagram are linked down below. If you like art, you have a duty to check all the artists credited in this video and follow them on Instagram. You can also follow me and leave your Instagram in the comment section, and who knows, maybe we'll do a collaboration one day. Then you can subscribe and activate the bell to be notified whenever a new video comes up. I'm super psyched to launch this January with art. In fact, I'm thinking of making January the art month of the channel this year. Then you can share this video with all your art loving friends, and as always, thanks for watching.